Okay, I'm back. Now, where was I? Oh, that's right. Working on building up this little entrance for the hidden danger, or ancient danger, in the desperate hopes that there is a resurrection mech serum in there. Which, on that note, I should probably turn the temperature down in this freezer, because every time there's an eclipse or a power outage of any kind, so I guess a solar flare or potentially an eclipse, I think my freezer is getting a little bit above freezing, which means that this body of squirrel is going to be doing a little bit of decomposition. And I'd rather that not happen. I don't know how low this can go. Holy shit. Oh, I don't think it needs to go that low. Freeze my whole damn ship. Let's bring it down to like... I'll try negative... Yeah, that's pretty fucking cold. Let's do like negative 40. And then... negative 16. See how that behaves. I like having two that are staggered, because it kind of means that one of those things will tend to go into power saving mode, because they've got a high power mode and a low power mode. One will go into the low power mode when the thing is in a safe temperature, and then the other one by itself will be in high power to keep slowly bringing it down. So you've got like quick cooling in a critical situation, and then more power efficient but slower cooling in a less critical situation. We'll see how that goes. Would like that to be cold enough to, over the course of solar flare or whatever, to not come up above freezing, but not so cold that the cold leaks out and just freezes my whole ship. I could double up the wall thickness to make it even more insulated, but that would mean giving up a lot of storage space that I don't really want to give up. So I think I'll pass on that. Is there anything else I can be mining or grabbing while I'm here? Looks like Biscotti's going out to hunt down those llamas. That's fine. A bunch of boar that I can hunt for food as well. Lots and lots of boar here, actually. I'm okay with that. That compacted machinery wouldn't be bad, but that's a really, really dangerous spot. Yeah, there's just tons and tons of meat to be had. This... Ooh, I guess once this is built, this will be a good time for Larissa to do some age reversal stuff, so that when Sauce grows up, the age gap is a little bit lower. Beyond super high age gaps just being a little odd, it also does cause some other problems with like relationship stability, I think, or something like that. It has some actual ramifications. The bionic leg. Oh, that's right. I was going to pop a bionic leg and the circadian assistant into Larissa. Go ahead and do that now, actually. If the bionic leg is in someone's hands at that moment, it just shows up, or rather, it just doesn't show up as being anywhere, which means you cannot install it. Was I going to do a double set of legs? I don't recall. Looks like it's just the one. I think that'll make sense. I mean, I could do a double set of legs. A nice thing about bionic parts is they don't bleed. Yeah, fuck it. We'll do 2 legs. Get you another leg. Assuming I've got stuff for it. Well, the advanced components are a little bit low. Is there a spot I can trade, maybe? Have I been over here yet? Yes. But over here? No. I'd probably have to stop off somewhere along the way, but that wouldn't be bad. I mean, I could make the advanced components, but it does use up my plasteel, which I've got an okay amount of at the moment. And it does also just take up time. Where's the one that I did that big trade with? We'll try it here. Let's see what they got going on. Yeah, I can get at least 2 advanced components from them. See if they have anything else of interest while I'm here, though. Glitter World Medicine, Industrial Medicine. Every time I see the word serum there, I get that brief moment of, oh, here we are! But, nope. Plasteel. These guys honestly have some pretty good stuff. I probably should be checking them out more often than I have been. Yeah, I've got that eyeball. Nothing else. Ooh, Game of Ur. If you've not seen the Game of Ur before, you should. All of those games like Trouble or Sorry or in a lot of ways like Backgammon, all are ultimately basically based on Ur, or at least have roots in Ur. Oh yeah, there you go, dating from 2500 BC. I'm not sure if that date's correct, but it's somewhere in that range. It's a super, super old game from like dawn of civilization, and it's actually really fun. Like, shockingly fun. I think Tom Scott had a video on it where he's playing against a museum curator that had spent a whole bunch of time looking at various old, like, cuneiform documents and stuff, tablets, to try to piece together the rules. And the rule set that he assembled from all that information makes for a really very fun game. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. Trade. I will go ahead and buy those advanced components. It's not that many. But I can check one of these other guys. That's the one I had that big trade deal with, so Jamestown should be still available. Yeah, get some more advanced components, which I have more on board than I realized. I need to offload those. Some fox fur. That honestly might be worth buying to turn into hats. Let's see, it would be 38. Yeah, I think even if I made pretty mediocre hats out of that fox fur, I could still turn a pretty hefty profit. Probably worth my time. Manhunter Pulse. Drives nearby animals into a manhunting rage. Interesting. Social skill trainers. That wouldn't be the worst, actually. Nothing else here, though. It's blowing my mind. The social skill trainers. Ugh, would that be worth it for me? Larissa, I guess they're not really using their social stuff as much as they could. I'll hold off. The social stuff is what largely determines things like how effective they are at doing leader speeches and throne speeches. Yeah, I'll grab them if I can afford them. Should be able to if I sell something. Since I could give one to Sammy, and one to Larissa. What do I want to sell to make up for the price difference? Oh yeah, there's also that fox fur. I could sell... I like having at least one. How about this bionic spine? I can make another one, and I have not run into a situation where a bionic spine was like an immediate need. Usually if someone's spine is, you know, like destroyed, they're just dead. Bionic spine's more for if they're old and they've got a bad back and they're moving slow for a while. Can I afford it? And I can't quite afford all of it. I have to sell something else off. Oh. Strictly speaking, I think I can make kidneys. No, I don't think I can. I can make lungs. I don't need another psychic reader. That's the one that I bought, not realizing I already had one. So that works out. So now I'm going to offload those things before I forget, since I forgot last time. 19 advanced components, quite nice. Fox fur. I'll offload 250 of it. Switch this on. And set this up. It's 50 apiece, so that'll be 5 fox hats. That should be good. Now with those advanced components in storage, Mal should stop wasting her time making advanced components. Instead, work on making that leg. You can also pop out those skill trainers, the social ones that I just bought. Doot doot. That's the, I want Sammy to use one of them. And I want Larissa to use the other one. That'll put him in a better situation for doing throne speeches and the like. And since Larissa is having to do the religious leader job too, that will be good there. Is this thing done yet? Man. The process is taking as long as it did. Or as long as it is, rather. I don't have them restricted all, do they? No. I guess it's that Squirrel would normally be helping with this stuff, but you know, that situation. I'm glad that Cornbread has been able to maintain very high spirits despite everything. My guys are pretty happy folk. I'm grim that the wedding, plus 20 for the wedding, is negating the minus 20 for the wife dying. A big part of what helps them so much, well actually less so right now. I was gonna say it's the, my rival died. Anybody that's not a Frothfur and that is also hostile towards them has like a compounding effect that makes it where they're technically a quote-unquote rival. What? How'd you already finish all the top hats? Did I not set it to 5? Or did she just do a poor job? Well, she did an okay job. Yeah, see? What I spend like $3.85 or something like that per unit, and I'm using 50 to make a hat, and it's turning pretty respectable profit there. I'm okay with it. Okay, this is finally done, which means it's time Time to see what's inside that thing. I'm going to make sure everybody is well enough fed. Looks like 2 people need to eat something. And go and pop that thing open and see what we get here. Alright, folks. Cornbread will need to be here. I want to watch what path he takes. Okay, he's taking an intelligent path. I didn't want him to go through all the traps. And he's going to have to hop. Oh, there's a tree in the way. Margarita, can you get rid of this tree? Hope she doesn't stand... Okay, she can cut it diagonally. That's good. I didn't want her to stand on the trap. So now Cornbread should be able to jetpack over here and then diagonally, or I guess to the barrier and across. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, for God's sake. You know what? Never mind. We're not doing this right now. Everybody out of here. I'm going to put some floors down. Let's do some concrete. So I didn't realize there's so many fucking plants in the way. And this is also a nice protection in case there's a fire. This will stop that from being an issue. So I'm going to set all this to cut plants as well. Just to help out with this situation. That's a big ass tree. Oh, it's teak. Very nice. For those unaware, teak is a gorgeous wood. Very, very pretty stuff. Oh, I didn't notice these guys. Combat supplier, where's their... Oh, there he is. Larissa, check it out. I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's always a good idea to at least try to trade something. You know, even if you just like give them an herbal medicine or something like that. Because, which incidentally mine's a little low, they'll have rumors and such sometimes. They can tip you off on interesting locations to go scout out. And those locations can include things with like rare weapons and such. And you know, sometimes they actually have interesting stuff for sale as well. Or will buy stuff that you just want to get rid of. Not seeing a whole lot of exchange that I actually want to do with these guys, so I'm probably going to do what I was saying before. And just trade them something. Just to have a transaction. Like, is there anything I want to get rid of? Not really. So I can just sell them these meals. Of course they're a cousin from Mal. Mal is just everyone's cousin, it seems. It's kind of ridiculous. I do want to gather up some herbal medicine since my supply is being reduced. Mostly just presumably from treating that visitor, or the Paprocus gentleman. Put 2 concrete tiles there. Literally doesn't matter. However, it'll look nicer. I don't actually see much in the way of herbal medicine out and about, which is a bit strange. That's usually very common stuff. Plenty of berries, but I literally don't see any herbal medicine. I wonder if that just isn't in the jungle? What is this? That's just a flower. Yeah, I see none. Wow. Good to know. That would make operating in the jungle, like as a permanent sort of affair, quite a bit more difficult. Oh! I didn't even notice that little sneaky bit of silver there. Probably should mine that out, because that's just money. Just straight money. And I'll conduct a berry harvest. This should all be ready to go, yeah. So I'll do this first. That way I can get Larissa under the knife. What even is this? Insect meat. After Frothfur. Alright, I'll just wait for everyone to wake up. Looks like Larissa's the last one. Because I'd like them to go ahead and grab their meals. Mal, go ahead and consume something. Everyone else appears to be in fine enough shape. So let's go and take care of this. See what we're working with here. We want Mal back here. Larissa can be back here. Scotty definitely needs to be at the back. Thorn probably should also be at the back. Put Sammy up there and Margarita over here. Alright, cornbread. Pop the cork. You never really know with these things. We got bugs. Glitter World medicine. Tech print, which I believe I already have applied, and then all these cryo sleep caskets. Be nice if these would open up. Ah, yeah, they're not going to. I'd say it'd be nice if they'd open up now, because then they would fight the bugs. But it doesn't look like that's going to be in the cards. I'll have cornbread do what I was going to do. Oh, sauce! Oh, because this is all home area. Rather sauce not be here at the moment. Oh, are they not going to come out after all? Oh, now they're mad. Oh, man. Okay, well that kind of solved that problem. Thorn, finish that thing off, please. Nice. Let's see. Do I want to rebuild these traps? I think I probably do want to rebuild the traps. It just seems prudent. And I think it also will make sense to block that off so I don't have things going out and around, because that's just not helpful to me. What even is this? Ancient fire hydrant. Yeah, I'll rebuild the traps. Could be some good shit in that hermetic crate. Still possible. Could still get what I need. I'll rebuild the traps and then open the cryosleep caskets. Those things are like maximum sketchy. Oh, cornbread, why are you auto-attacking this stuff? Okay, well, that worked out, I guess. Why is this home zone again? Oh, because I built that one fucking tile. Stop. We don't need to clean this place up, and we don't need sauce wandering around over here. Hey guys, what's going on? Is everyone still ready? No. 16. We'll just do another manual feeding over here. So I should be able to knock this out today, which would be nice. Thorn's already eating. Perfect. Nice. All right, everybody back over there. I'll just do the same setup I did last time. Cornbread, taking that forward roll. Mal up here. Margarita there. Sammy there. Biscotti back there. Thorn over here. Larissa there. See, I don't like opening these. It's always very stressful because they just shoot out. What's the situation here? LMG. Oh, Jesus Christ. Get out of there, cornbread. Holy shit. What did so much damage to him? That burn. I need to figure out a better way to open those godforsaken things up because it's so fucking dangerous. In fact, I might just have to keep him out of the fight. Yeah, that burn, 28 damage. Ugh. Jesus. That's why I want to get the Phoenix armor. I mean, that shield was critical there, so... Wow, they really want to get cornbread, don't they? Cornbread, I need you to continue to be scarce here. And Larissa, I would like you to be stunning these guys. If they're gonna be like that. Trying to get to me, but I had to stop and throw up for a minute. Cornbread, you know, just go home. Larissa, stun this fool. Alright, problem solved. It's traps. I don't need to be active anymore. Pretty good haul of plasteel and gold components. What else do we have going on? More gold over here. Might as well grab that tech print. Take the components. Why not? Where is the allow button? Mouse is right on it. Typical. Undraft these ones. And let's see. I'll have Sammy, Larissa, and Thorn go in here. Deal with this situation. Get out of here, little shit. Put that water out, or the fire out. Deconstruct those. Sammy's got really good melee, despite being a ranged guy. Come on. Not what I was looking for. Disappointing! Everything else, alas. That's a bummer. I got fucking mauled. That is rough. I'm gonna have Larissa go ahead and preach health on Cornbread. Just to speed that up a little bit. Go in there and thoughts and prayers him back to health. How's that baby coming along? 3.3 days. I'd like a way to trigger those cryosleep caskets from a distance. I wonder if I can just shoot at them to get them to pop open. Because sometimes you'll just walk into the room, and the moment your foot touches the floor, all the caskets pop open. And those people, as you've seen, they pop out ready to rock. And it's pretty dangerous. How are these hops coming along? Decently. Is the other leg ready? Install bionic leg. Right leg. Install bionic leg. Left leg. Cornbread probably isn't the best one to do this at the moment, since he's in severe pain. Let's have Margarita take care of that, please. What's this? Bionic leg. Why is it unstalled? Margarita? Cornbread, for God's sake, rest. There. Now she should be quite a bit quicker, which is nice. I want to drop that other eyeball into Thorn. Oh, right. They already have one Architect eye. So they're going to be really, really good at seeing. I'd like them to get a little bit more practice with their gun as well. Man. Not too surprised that they didn't have the thing I was looking for there, since it is so goddamn rare. But it's a bit disappointing, all the same. If I'm being honest. Wood supply is awfully low. I should probably do something about that. I don't go through wood nearly as quickly as I used to, which is certainly a nice turn of events. As before I start getting all these little GravCore power cells, this was all fuel generators, and you have that many of them running. It goes through fuel pretty quickly, which means it goes through wood pretty quickly. I think I want to wait until Larissa's anesthetic is fully warmed off before I toss her into the pod. That way, because I don't think that ticks down while she's in there. And that way she will be in good shape when she pops out of that pod. Cornbread's healing up well. Good, good. Locust armor's damn near worn out. Still probably gonna need locust armor for him. Since if I'm fighting people with guns, it's still pretty useful for me to have that shield. It really is a shame that there's not really a way to have the shield bubble, the Phoenix armor with all of its heat protection, and also the jetpack. Because that jetpack is just so hard to give up. It's incredibly useful. How's Larissa's anesthetic looking now? 18 hours. Okay, so I do still need to wait a day. Sauce is coming along nicely. Learning is doing well. Growth tier is advancing nicely as well. Love to see it. Got a trade ship. Let's go ahead and see what they got. Even with the anesthetic, still 22% bonus for trading. That's quite good. You can buy me a leg. You can make me a leg. I don't need to buy legs. Blinding Pulse. What level does that require? Only takes level 2. Does Thorn have that already? I feel like Thorn had something along those lines. Yes, so I don't need to buy it. Wow, they're selling Luciferium. That's rare stuff. That's less powerful, very powerful, but I am very reluctant to ever use it because I really don't want to run into problems with addiction and someone just dying because I can't find it anymore because it's rare. And if you don't keep taking it, you just literally die. And I don't think it's possible to revive someone that dies from that. I think they are about as dead as you can possibly get, where it just destroys their brain. It's rough. Alright, Foprocus. You've burned through a lot of my medical supplies. Barely getting close to leaving. 2 days. Hey. Into the pod with you, Larissa. Get younger. And I think Thorn is going to get the other eyeball. Where is it? Is it still on the ship? Yes. Just imagine it. Like the door opens up and this eyeball just rolls out. Quick, get it! That scene from Minority Report. Install Architect in the left eye. He's already got it in the right eye. That's correct. Cornbread should be fine now. Yes, more than fine. Pretty soon, I might just switch Thorn over to the sniper rifle very soon, actually. You see, the thing is, I would prefer him. Oh, what's this? No acceptable food. Oh, I've run out of the fancy meal. Oh, because I'm out of meat. Well, that's a shame that I just put Thorn under anesthetic. Let's do a quick elephant hunt. Well, what I was saying... Oh, here, I'll grab this rhino. The way that you train is based on the number of shots fired. So if you're running around with a sniper rifle, you gain skill points very, very slowly. Because you're not firing that many shots, whereas something like an assault rifle, you take more shots, so you gain experience points faster. So if you're trying to train someone up, you don't really want to train them on the sniper rifle. They'll just gain experience really, really slowly. I ran into that with Biscotti. Had her running around with that rifle, a different rifle, for a long time, and I was like, God, she's taking forever to learn. Looked up why that was the case, and it's that. I'd like Thorn to get up into the 8. I mean, I'd love him to be at like 20 shooting skill. But getting up into like the 18, 19 range would be ideal. Not too worried about that fire. The range should put it out just fine. I like how my other guys are just like, yeah, whatever. Not a big deal. Just clean up the ashes afterwards. Do gotta remember to check over once the storm's ending, make sure there aren't any fires spreading, because I often forget to do that. Torrential rain. Temporary flooding around bodies of water. Build barriers to prevent floodwater from spreading. I've never seen that before. No! My hops! Can I build on this? I wonder if I even have enough wood to do this. I should. Yeah, oh my god, I've got a lot of wood. Build. Save the hops. I wonder if that flooding can get up into my ship. Okay. I don't think the rice is by any water. No, it's not. So I don't have to worry about that. Hops are getting close. Now I've got a few meals, so I don't have to worry about a Procus starving to death because they just cannot be bothered to eat nutrient paste like a fine and proper person would. Flash storm. Anything else? Cassowary is just like, holy shit! Oh man, the rain stopped. Fuck. Alright. I'm probably gonna have to do something with that fire situation. Put Sammy up there. Oh right, Larissa's in the pod. Mal and Margarita can go down here. Scotty, Cornbread, and go and start working on this fire, and I'll have Thorn go down there. That's a lot. That's a lot. Let's do a foam spray there. There. And there. Holy shit. There's a lot of stuff here. Oh my god. Why is this jungle so flammable? Holy shit. Sammy should be able to take this stuff out with relative ease between the foam spray, and then he can start dropping water on stuff. Mal probably should be helping out with this catastrophe down here. Thorn's used up all of his form. Margarita needs to get to work over there. That's fine. Cornbread should probably be doing something. Holy moly, so much fire. I'm glad I have this water spray thing. Oh, my heat's too high. Thorn's still doing his best down there. Anyone else have any foam left? Cornbread's got some foam left. Try to hop over here and help Margarita. Fire is outrageous. Does Sammy have any water? Yeah, got a little more water left. Odd sprout. Okay, I'm not too worried about that. I can sell those for like 50 bucks, and that's about the extent of their utility to me. Don't want that fire spread on the other side of the foam. Probably should have been smarter about how I arranged my foam. To try to use it to form a bit of a barrier, rather than just putting out fires that were, you know, present. God, even with everybody helping, this is a nasty blaze. See if I can't kind of cut the fire off a little bit here. So I like that foam so much though. Fires, when they come up hard. Because you can see, even with multiple people with that foam and multiple, you know, everyone working on fighting these fires, it's just ridiculous. Once that is suppressed, though, I can probably cut the fire off up here. Stop it from getting out of containment. I can get a little bit more focus. See, it's still just barely spreading out of there. That should be okay on that front. Man, this is just ridiculous. People are going to start starving to death. Yeah, Mal is starving. Jungle's just too flammable. I can't really get ahead of the fire. Let's see if I can at least try to focus on the front of the fire. So much fire. Who's starving now? Biscotti. Man, jungles are really goddamn flammable. I haven't really spent a lot of time playing in jungles. Mostly been in like forests and such, and forests I would have had this fire out a while ago. But jungles are just outrageous. Sammy's starving, that's a shame. Have him try to put this last little bit out. Alright guys, we just gotta pack it in. Slowed it down. Kind of, I guess. I mean, it stopped some of it. At least it'll take a long time to burn to the point where it's an issue. Someone put that baby back in the tube. Take a look at this baby. Female Frothfur. Not ideal. Would prefer male. Since if they were to be with Sammy, Sammy is the child of Margarita. Or no, this Sammy. Yeah. Cornbread. Mal. That was a bad idea to use Mal. Mal and Sammy. And this new baby. Yeah. So this baby's probably going to end up being released to the world. Because it kind of needs to be a male so that they can pair with Mal. Just for the sake of bedroom impression. Well, either way, they're going to need a proper name. Not named baby. Vicky. Stella Garador. That'll work. Cornbread, it would be nice if you would put the baby in there. Where did the baby go? Oh, Mal is feeding them. Okay. That's fine. This is why I don't like doing regular child stuff, though, because it takes for goddamn ever. Okay, there. Back in the tube. And I think I'll take a break and pick this up in a minute, so I'll see you in a little bit.